Here we are. Wissahickon Playground. Ooh, I gotta doing one-handed scooting on a trail I don't know. Oh, no, my lord. Holy gnats, Batman. Oh my god. I had 5,000. Oh, watch this. Boom, boom. Oh, we're dead. Gut punch. I was like 5,000 gnats just flew right into my face. Anyway, I know a few of you guys. I'm not reading the comments as much as I used to. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. It's not the same. It's still not the same. But I saw a few people like, yeah, would you please go for a scoot? Would you please go for a scoot? And for those people, I'm here to say, we're going on the scoot. And today, I don't know, man. I'm not, it's almost there. I'm almost back. 99.7%. Like ivory. What's that? 99.44. I wish they wouldn't do that. Remember that commercial with Ivory? I want to clean as real as ivory. And then you wonder, well, what the hell is the 0.66? Look at this. Mid-September. And the water department and the playground's just, who cares? Who cares? It could be hot. Sometimes, oh man, I seriously, I just swallowed a gnat. Sometimes, it could get in the mid-90s at the end of, like, I remember in 2008 when the Phillies had the World Series parade. It was like 95 degrees. It was fantastic. I love it hot. I don't want to get too controversial, but I love it. Am I flying back into the... First off, I'm not flying. I'm scooting. All right. There we go. So this is Wissahickon. Oh, is it? Wyomissing? No, this is Wissahickon, I think. Oh, my Kingdom Forest sign. And, I go... There's a little... History happened in here. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're all dead. History happened here. The first selfie. Ooh, that was tough to say. The first selfie ever was taken by a man who lived there. His name was Robert. I think it was Robert Cornelius. Sounds like the right answer. Oh, this guy, he don't care. He's gonna kill me. He doesn't care. So anyway, the first selfie was taken by Robert Cornelius. Ooh, that sounds so good. Sounds like the right answer. And he had a big house in that park. I guess he had a lot of money. He was a little bit involved in the film, like developing film. The very first picture in America was taken here in Philadelphia. And Cornelius helped develop that picture or made the film for that picture. I don't know. He did something. Anyway, it happened in that park. Not sure if there's a historical marker. There is a historical society in this area. It's called the Historical Society of Frankfurt. Check them out on social media. Sometimes they got some great stories. They talk about the history of Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Eagles used to play football somewhere around here. They were called the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. This is a little intersection. Uh-oh. I hear Mr. Softy. The chimes of Mr. Softy goes past the corner with 4 cemeteries. 4 different cemeteries on 4 corners. Not 100% sure. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact it's not the only place like this in the world. It may be the only place like this in the United States. There's a cemetery over here, a cemetery over here, a cemetery over here, and this one. And matter of fact, the way it is now, I think the people who run this cemetery take care of all the cemeteries. Wait, why you turn that up? Over there, that's a Jewish cemetery. Matter of fact, oh man, we're going on almost a decade ago, a little bit less than a decade ago. People went in and they kicked over like 100 headstones in there. I think this is just like a Christian cemetery. I'm not 100%. There's some famous people. I made videos in all these cemeteries. There's some famous people buried here. Where did we park that? Cheltenham. If I go this way, oh, we got a bike lane. Let's do that. Oh, please, Jesus, don't let me get hit. Man, that's a cool looking house. It looks like most of the headstones were picked up. All right, we're gonna go. Uh-oh. I just remembered there's no bike lane up anymore past this corner, so I'm not gonna go up. But if you go up a little bit more, that's the beginning of the Mayfair Business Improvement District. They're not sponsoring this thing, but the original Chickie and Pete's is just over yonder. Just over yonder. All right, let's go. You know what? Then we'll cut through the cemetery. Someone made a nice hole in the fence here. Yeah, if you look, maybe a car drove through this, and if you go all the way down Frankford Ave, that's what's right here, all the way down, all that like plants, I think that's like a community garden that's like part of the cemetery, but they don't have any graves there yet, so they just let the neighborhood plant there. I would kind of like to be buried there. I don't know why. Be part of your Jersey tomatoes, even though we're in Philadelphia. Okay. There is a website I go to. I love history, right? I love history. And every cemetery, not every, okay, most cemeteries, okay, that's not, there's a few cemeteries that have some like really cool people buried inside them. And there's a website I go to, it's called Find a Grave. And you can just type in the name of the cemetery and they'll tell you if there is anybody of significance or notoriety buried inside the cemetery. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, they will tell you where they are buried. They have like a GPS thing. But, they have a GPS thing. And they'll tell you where the people are buried. Because that's the worst part. Nobody tells you. They go, oh, what's the worst part about being a YouTuber? And to me, it's the looking for a headstone in a cemetery. It's a pain in the ass. All due respect. I love this cemetery. It's a Cedar Hill Cemetery. Yeah, this is the, I think this is the Civil War monument. Frankfurt, this area of Frankfurt, there was a hotel not too far down here on Frankfurt Ave. And apparently that was like one of the big meeting points for the Union troops. And they would get deployed from this hotel not far from here. A lot of people don't talk about the Civil War in Philadelphia, but there's a lot of history. And these are all the guys. It goes all the way around. And if you look right there, that is the L train. This is Bridge and Pratt. Go train dorks. Look at that. Oh, I hate that noise. Could you imagine living here? Yeah, because there's not houses too far from here. I couldn't deal with such a high-pitched noise all day. Some days, if the wind's blowing in a certain direction, I can actually hear the L train rumbling. We don't call it the L train. We just call it the L in Philadelphia. Yeah, see, isn't this crazy? I guess the ground's caving in. That's the thing with cemeteries. You just don't... You don't know what's going to happen to that cemetery after you die. You just don't. I'm not a spokesperson on cremation, but I think that's how I'm going to do it. And then I think there has to be a rule. I think you got to sprinkle the ashes, man. You can't lay that burden on generations of your family to hang on to your ashes, right? Where we at? That's just my thing. I put it in my ashes. I have a dead dog, right? So who besides my kids give a shit about that dog? I'm not going to burden my grandkids to take care of my dead dog. Take care of my dead dog ashes, right? Yeah, it's it gets a little wonky over here. So I don't know. I guess you gotta get the ashes and you have to sprinkle them. But where do you want to sprinkle them? I have places. Man, look at this wall. This wall's pretty cool. I got places. Uh-oh. Greg, we can't bury Mom in that cemetery. Did you see the garage? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is tough. Oh, boy. There's a few cemeteries where... Oh, these guys are from the Civil War plot. That guy's from the Civil War. Maybe they're fixing up the headstone. I've never been in here. This is the parking garage at the Bridge and Pratt L station. I don't know if I would park here. Would I park here? I don't know. Oh, this is cool. So this is the end of the line for the L. That's the Frankfurt Terminal bus station. And that is the L platform that you could hop on that train and you can go all the way to the Tower Theater in Upper Darby. All right, we got to go down. And if you go down here, this is Frankfurt and what is that? Bridge Street. And you got some stores down there. And you got people waiting for the bus. Oh, this is horrible. If you could be a creep and just stand here. I'm not going to take the steps. And I'm not taking this elevator. Or maybe let's take the elevator. There's a train station at Kensington and Somerset. You can Google this. They had to... oh, it's a glass elevator. I mean, almost. Doesn't smell as bad as you think it would. Oh yes, it does. No, it does. It smells. It's a minty I don't know how bird shit gets in an elevator. But yeah, so there's a train station at Kensington to Somerset. And they had to close it for like a month because there was like syringes jammed inside the elevator control buttons. I don't know why that would have to take a month to fix. Alright, hashtag piss. Oh, we're back, baby. You know what Mrs. Captain said? She said, I'll know when you're back, when you're on a scoot again. And I feel it, man. I feel like I'm almost back. Uh-oh. Yeah, like that guy honking the horn, he annoyed me. Feels good. Feels natural. This is the Old Penn Fruit Holiday Thriftway Supermarket. And this property was purchased by Rite Aid. This is around the time of the pandemic. And so Rite Aid has recently gone under a lot of financial issues. And so they were supposed to knock down this building. Reason being is, you see how this dome is here? It just costs too much money to heat, even though they could just put a roof on top of it. But, so Rite Aid was going to knock this down. I'm going to shut up because I just see these little things here. Uh-oh. Zoning permit. This was posted on 9/11. This just does something about a lot relocation. See inside. I don't know if that's going to come out. Yeah, so this was like a holiday thriftway. I remember I would shop here all the time. I would shop in here all the time. With the holiday thriftway right up there. Because it was at the end of the line, so I would just come in here and grab a few TV dinners and do my grocery shopping. It was a pretty it was like a 1950s supermarket when you went in there. And one of the things you would do is when you would go shopping, you would look at the shopping carts would never go past these fences. So you would have to leave your groceries here and run out to the parking lot and get your shopping cart. No, I've done it a lot. I've done that. I don't think there's any place that really does that anymore. And I've never had anybody really. Matter of fact, I've never had anybody steal anything. And one time I forgot something, and I got it the next time I went shopping. That's how nice the world is sometimes. The Holiday Thriftway. This was the receiving area for the supermarket. I've made videos here a few times, and sometimes there are encampments in here. They just put this fence in recently. There's a hole in there. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Go over here. They got 2 food trucks. What a weird spot to have the food trucks, because there's a laundromat here, but there's nothing really here. The bus stop's a block that way. Right where they make the Dunkin' Donuts. They used to make the Dunkin' Donuts inside the Dunkin' Donut stores. But now I think they're all made here at this warehouse. And then they're shipped to the stores. Maybe there's some that make them still. Go this way. Here we go. Oh boy, this guy. This guy went to Spirit Halloween. He said, give me one of everything. I bet you that scarecrow. I bet you I come back here at Christmas time and that scarecrow don't go nowhere. Oh, shit. Where am I at? I once saw a video on YouTube that said this is one of the most dangerous intersections in the city of Philadelphia. And I don't know. It might be. It could be. I don't know.
Is that a camera?
Yeah. No, yes, I'm a cop. That's it. It's my new patrol. I ride around on my scooter wearing flip-flops. It's my new uniform. That's what I do. Because you know how the FBI agents and the police officers, hello, just a friendly police officer captain. Am I a cop? Yep. I'm the fun police, and I'm here to make sure you're having fun. So anyway, when I was on YouTube, a dude once said that that corner was the most dangerous intersection. And, here, another cemetery. This isn't, we're not that far from that intersection with the 4 cemeteries. We're about a block and a half away. And I love, this is my second favorite cemetery in the city. I think it's Mount Sinai Cemetery. Can't really scoot up this hill because it's Belgian block. Here we go. Love this cemetery. This is one of the most this is like the the grounds are really maintained well. A lot of people buried here who I don't know what the term is. I think like legacy graves, where after they die they give a lot of money to the cemetery they're buried in. That way, you know, it's taken care of. And this cemetery has department store owners, the guy who started CBS television. There's a famous actor right here. Where's he at? Philip Loeb. He was on this TV show. What's the name of his TV show? Cheaper by the Dozen? Something like that. Was it Cheaper by the... Or The Goldbergs. I think his show was called The Goldbergs. And he was a character on the Goldberg TV show. Not the one for, you know, he died in 1955. And his story is so tragic because he was one of those guys who got put on that list by McCarthy as a communist. And he took it to heart. Like, he took it so bad because people got blacklisted. They lost careers. They couldn't work. Nobody would hire them. And, you know, he had his little character going with the Goldbergs. And he couldn't get hired anymore, so he killed himself. And then, like a year later, I think the same week he killed himself, they announced he wasn't a communist. They just couldn't deal with it. This is the Gimbel family plot. Right here is the grave of Bernard Gimbel. Where are you at, Bernard? Bernard Gimbel was part of the Gimbel Brothers department store. His brother, I think it started by his dad. Him and his brothers moved it to New York and Philadelphia and other places. When he was in Philadelphia, what he did is started a thing called the Thanksgiving Day Parade. And that was started by Bernard Gimbel here in Philadelphia. This is Jules Mastbaum. If you went to Mastbaum High School, it was named after Mastbaum. Mastbaum was a movie mogul who was also married, I think he was married to Etta Weddell, who was a child of one of the Litt brothers, and the Litt brothers owned the Litt department store, which is, you know, now called the Litt Brothers building. So you got Mastbaum, you got the Litt brothers. Over there is the Snellingberg family plot. I love this cemetery. Did I tell you that I love this cemetery? About 4 years ago, I went crazy in the cemeteries. And this place is about maybe a mile from my house. And I found out that there's one of the Pet Boys is buried here. Which Pet Boy? Oh, damn it. Not Manny. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, his last name is Strauss. And somebody told me R.N.S. Strauss is actually like a Pet Boys family. Anyway, he's buried here. Look at the 1950s. What's that called? Art Deco. Love that type of writing. Behind the dim, unknown standeth God with it. Yeah, you lost me with the Adolf. Huh? Nobody's naming them. That name just went away, right? Paley, this is the guy. If you went to Temple University and you went to the Paley School, it was named after this guy. His son, Paley, what did his son do? His son started CBS, and I think his dad helped him through a radio station. They owned a cigar company. I think the grandson, the Paley grandson, is running the cigar company. Oh, I forget what it's called. All right, listen, you know, you see how many dumb facts I remember? I can't remember them all. They have somebody that works at the cemetery, and what they do is they power wash the headstones. So none of the headstones get like moldy or that like, you go to some cemetery. Matter of fact, I went to my grandmother's grave a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I gotta get something to clean her. It's got a little bit of that like a grass stain on it, so we gotta figure out how to fix that. There are people that go on TikTok and they'll go to like an old cemetery and they'll find an old, oh, is this the Rosenbach brothers? There is a thing, it's called the Rosenbach Library. It's in like the Rittenhouse Square area, and I'm not sure if this is the guy, but there were two guys who went around preserving books in the early 1900s because people weren't really doing that, and they thought it was kind of important to preserve books. So I have like a big book museum. Where are we going? I love this. Oh, I need help. What is this? Is this a Medal of Honor? What medal is this? What did Nathan Levy? He was the husband. This is the wife. Back there is the daughter. Huh. I'm gonna get stung by a bee. I gotta tell you, I have the DJI Pocket Osmo 3. I just got that recently. And it's so much better than the 2. I highly recommend. This is really nice. This is like one of the best ooh, dragonflies, man, they scared the shit out of me. Right? There's a bunch of gnats over there. Look how beautiful this is. Well, I'm glad I came here today because everything's dying. Leaves are falling already. That dog's barking like an asshole. I'm glad I came here today. Not that I can experience the color. Maybe you guys can. I'm colorblind. I'm going to get the glasses. I'm going to get them I think I'm going to get them for Christmas. I think that's what I'm going to get myself. The colorblind glasses. Ain't that nice? You know what you do? You come here. Uh-oh. It's a great place to walk Rick the puppy. I see people walking. I don't know if I see anybody walking their dogs. You can walk your dog in. I don't think they care. Some cemeteries are like weird about it. But yeah, I'll come in here. I come in here a lot. It's creepy how often I come. It's just a nice place. You saw where I was scooting a few minutes ago. Look where I'm at now. Look how beautiful this is. Look at this. I like this. I wonder if those were his hands. Let's see if you can hold the camera. You want to hold the camera, Buzz? You can't, doesn't it? In a perfect world, I will be able to get out of this cemetery going this way. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out this way. Look at this. Spiegel. Oh, I had a teacher named Miss Spiegel. 6th grade. Made her cry. I made her cry. She kicked me out of social studies club because I told an inappropriate joke. I think about the JFK assassination. I think it was 1992. No. Couldn't have been 92 because I graduated from 91. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I made her cry. I didn't mean to make her cry. I like social studies. I was in social studies club, right? And then I just made a joke. Christ, I wish I knew what it was. Look at these squirrels. Yeah, that sucked. I liked social studies club too. It takes a lot for a kid to go to a club, especially in 6th grade. I was like getting into politics. I thought it was interesting. I really liked it. And then we weren't very long in the social studies club because it was November when he was assassinated. So I got kicked out. Man, I would love to know what the joke was. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. That's me. Alright. I got some apartment buildings over here. The cottage courts. One of the cool comments is I know somebody wrote that I made a really detailed video about this cemetery. I think I gave you most of the information. Most of the information from that video I used. I don't think there's like a few graves I missed, but you got more. I told you about Jules Massbaum. He's not in the video. Anyway, so somebody said they lived on one of these side streets here and they had no idea that the cemetery had so many interesting people. And yeah, I just, every cemetery, especially in Philadelphia, because of you know, especially if you get into like the old city part, there's usually a story. There might be a mass grave of yellow fever victims. There might be a founding father or a guy who signed the Constitution, or, you know, a guy who started the American Navy. You don't know. I was at a cemetery in Bristol and I met the guy. I didn't meet the guy, he's dead, but I saw the grave of the guy who brought over tomato seeds to the United States. I love that. I don't know why that makes me, I love little dumb facts like that. Yeah, because I never thought about it. I never thought about the tomato. Man, you, Stephen Passeri, you watching this with the VR goggles? Oh man, I should probably be getting on the pavement or the street. Oh, that was, yeah, it's have to come down with the hedge trimmers. Over here, this is the Catholic Church. I guess we'll go down here for a little bit. This is, oh, hello, friend. Don't kill me. I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, and try to stay on. This is a two-way street. You were definitely way over. Yeah, I forget what church this is. The pavement's all jammed. You know what? We're gonna wrap it up. We did enough, right? Oh, Wiss Fresh Community Garden. This is St. Bart's. St. Bart's. And this is the church and school. Oh, look at the grotto. Right? I guess that's what it's called, a grotto. And this is new. They tore down something that was here. Maybe a convent. I forget. Something was here, got tore down, and they built this. I think this is like a senior's home. I feel like that's what they're doing with a lot of the old churches. My old school, Nativity BVM, they made that into a senior home. And I guess that's all right, right? What's going on here? Oh, it's the Lady of Fatima, right? Is that what we're doing? I used to be a big-time Catholic, so there it is. There's the lady from Fatima praying, right? Is that Fatima or is that Medjugorje? That's how Catholic, super Catholic I am. I almost went to Medjugorje. You're like, what the hell is Medjugorje? Yeah, it's on YouTube. Blessed Mother Praying Fountain. Wasn't that nice? You know what they say, that nothing goes better with a water fountain than electricity. It does seem like there's a lot going on for this. There you go. I gotta maybe clean out this filter. What do you think? I think that's something. Maybe this was built from the rocks of whatever they knocked down to build that. All right. You keep doing that. You keep praying. There were people when I lost my YouTube channel. They said they were praying for me to get my YouTube channel back. And even though I'm not religious, that means a lot. That's nice. It's very nice to know, like, you know, that's the nicest thing you could do. Like when anybody tries to say something nice in the comments, like, you know, Jesus is the only way to heaven, and I know somebody's going to write that because I said that. Yeah, it's very nice. You're trying. Oh, that's right. I'm not coming down here. The pavement's all jacked up. It's very nice. You're trying. Just know whenever you write that, I roll my eyes. It's nice, but it's very nice. Oh, this is a horrible problem. This is a plague on the city. Trees are just getting way too big, and they're just buckling everything. Buckling everything. I appreciate you watching this video. I have a Patreon. I'm going to sign up for Patreon. You get postcards, early previews, and I don't know. You didn't get a lot this month. It's been a tough month, right, cuz? It's been the unthinkable has happened. I lost the channel. We got it back though. And you know, I'm finally back. I'm scooting the streets. Not for long though, because I'm going to get hit by a car, I think, very soon. You could also, the Phillies are getting ready to go to the playoffs. So if you want to book me on Cameo, I can wish somebody a happy Red October. And Cameo, I got the merch. Okay, here we are, Citizens Bank Park. I think this is the only time we're going to print that one. The Respect the Mascot selling good. We're going to bring on another shirt real soon. And what else? What else we got? Cameo, merch, Patreon. That's it. That's enough. Did I pass the card now? It's another inflatable dragon. Mid-September. Halloween decorations. I will tell you, I did hang up a decoration today. Isn't that something? I did. I went to the dollar store. I was like, I'm going to put a little Halloween. So I spent $2. Bah humbug.